My next tier is I call fringe wide receiver ones, wide receiver twos. And if these guys weren't listed above, it's only because of the potential risk they face. Calvin Ridley in this case, just coming off of a year of rust, DeAndre
Yeah,
Hopkins, age slash injury.
I get
So
it. Yeah.
so wide receivers for this list, I have Calvin Ridley, who is my lock for and your lock as well for wide receiver sleeper. DeAndre Hopkins. This also includes Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, Amari, Debo Samuel, T. Higgins. I do have Keenan Allen in there, but I was kind of torn whether to put him in there. We have Keenan Allen in there as well. Until he shows he cannot be productive, he'll be on this list as well.
Yeah, I would put Mike Will above him at this point.
He'll be on my next list.
Cool.
But those are my fringe wide receiver ones, preferred wide receiver twos.
Preferred wide receivers too. So fringe wide receiver ones, preferred wide receiver twos. To start this list, there's only one option to put there, and it's because he's a rookie last year. Not sure what he's going to be this season. George Pickens.
Hmm.
Guy showed unbelievable talent last season. Has an Odell Beckham Jr. like catch versus the Browns on Thursday Night Football from Mitch Trubisky of all people, not even
Hmm.
Kenny Pickett. So George Pickens showed last year he's a baller. He's going to go out there and get it done. And then I also have another guy who was a rookie last year, and that's going to be Christian Watson. I think
Hmm.
Jordan Love is going to have to target this guy a lot. I think he could be a fringe wide receiver one. He has to be the man in Green Bay. He's the best wide receiver on that team. He's going to get a lot of targets there. And then we go into Mike Williams. I think Mike Williams is definitely going to be the number one wide receiver in Los Angeles. Keenan Allen starting to get older each year. So I think he's going to be a guy who's going to step up, have great fantasy numbers. And then to round out this list, I have just two of the best wide receivers in the NFL. And then if injuries weren't a thing, they would be in my tier one if I could put them there, if it wasn't restricted to five elite guys. And that is going to be Cooper Cup, number one. He had the injury issues last year. Quarterback is a huge question mark for the Rams, but I definitely think he's a fringe wide receiver one, but definitely the injuries scare me. And then you also have to put up there Mike Evans, just at least in the conversation for what he's done in the past, because he's still going to be the number one guy in Tampa. We don't know everything to do with that situation right now, currently with Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask, who's going to start, but he's definitely going to be the guy that gets a lot of targets, and then they're going to force feed him the ball. So, still think he's a not your first choice for a number one wide receiver, but he can be.